We do an SRT ascent. Let's say I've made an SRT ascent on the stem of that tree, and then from that tree I'm going to walk out on a lateral branch and get in a position where I want to do a redirect. So I'm walking on a branch and I come over here to the area where I want to do a redirect, and say there's another branch above me here. I'm standing on this branch, but I want to walk further down and work on some other parts of the tree. Rather than climbing up through this crotch, I'm going to do what we have decided to call an M-Bight-Redirect. And the M-Bight-Redirect is basically really easy to do, and it's really easy to retrieve. A retrievable redirect. So I've lanyarded into some place, and all I've done is I've taken above my multi-sender and I've thrown a bight over the branch. And you will notice when that comes through, right here, we now have the M shape. M doesn't stand for Mumford, it just stands for the M shape of the climbing line to help us remember, and it's made by forming this bight. So that bight comes up over the climbing line. All I have to do is put a carabiner through there, and it's nice to use a carabiner rather than a pulley, because in that case I'm not so much wanting to get rid of all the friction, I want some of that friction there. So now you can either connect it to your bridge, or in my case I'll connect it to one of the holes on my pulley. So now what I have is a three-way, actually a four-way connection, but a three-way active connection to my redirect. And because there's friction on the carabiner, there's not that much friction that's coming out onto the branch. If I was concerned with the friction on this branch, heritage tree or whatever, I could put a midline attachable leather cambium saver, one that I've cut the stitching out with and put Velcro in. Or you can also put a ring-to-ring friction saver here and then run your redirect through the holes of that friction saver. And when you get to your place where you want to go, then you just put a retrieval ball on your line, and when you pull that through, you'll retrieve the ring-to-ring friction saver too. But in this case, I've done my redirect, and again, this is all you have to do to get your friction to come down. I've come down, and let's say I've gotten to where I wanted to go. I've put my lanyard into my location, and to recover my redirect, on one more thing, this takes 3 times the amount of line, but you know, there's all my connections are right here. This is total life support. There's nothing about a slip knot or pulling a slip knot or making sure a daisy chain goes through and it's a connection. This is life support. So now that I'm at my redirect location, all I have to do is remove the carabiner, let my friction, or let my line go, and there goes the redirect out of that tree. And now I'm back to working right off of my SRT line again. And I could repeat this process wherever I want to go in the tree. So we have an M-Bight-Redirect.